Aditi Wazir, psychometrician in the Student Wellness Center, IIT Bombay.
Hi, I'm Shaukat Ali, one of the counselors at Student Wellness Center, IIT Bombay.
There are many different myths surrounding mental health concerns, and they often contribute to the stigma that many people associate with mental health. In our experience, most of the stigma surrounding mental health is due to ignorance about the topic, denial of mental health concerns, or simply blaming the environment for psychological issues. Thus, as mental health professionals, it becomes very important that we challenge these widely held myths and throw light on the reality of mental health and well-being. We bring to you some of the most commonly held myths and the reality surrounding these misconceptions.
One of the myths is ignoring mental health concerns will make them go away on their own. But the fact is, early intervention is very important in the case of mental health issues. Ignoring the early signs and symptoms may result in profound and long-term consequences. Being conscious about mental health problems at an early stage not only improves the probability of recovery but also increases the social, academical, occupational, and personal functioning.
A widely held myth is seeking professional help means that you are weak. Fact is, one's ability to recognize that he or she needs help is a sign of maturity and self-awareness. It takes great courage to accept that one has issues and seek help. Mental health professionals are trained in the subject and are non-judgmental. Whatever is spoken in session is kept confidential. They listen to your issues and concerns from a solution-focused point. Thanks to the various mental health awareness programs, the new generation is getting better in their understanding of mental health.
Many people think that counseling or psychotherapy works like an instant fix or magic wand. Counseling is an active process which requires partnership between the client and the therapist. The goals of counseling or therapy are developed together between counselor and client. Often, it's not about fixing anything, rather, helping the client to develop insight and learn necessary skills to resolve their own issues. Counseling is not an overnight solution. Depending on the nature and severity of the issue, the client will have to take more than one session with the therapist.
Another commonly held myth or misconception is that the counselor provides all the answers without needing the client to do any inner work. The fact is, professional counselors do not give advice, nor do they read your mind. They can help you understand your own self better. They help in getting insight into how you handle your situations and life in general. From this information, the client is given the strength and the tools to make his or her own decisions, which are healthy and productive.
Another myth is going to a counselor or psychiatrist means one is crazy or mentally unstable. But the fact is, having a mental illness does not mean you are crazy. It means you are vulnerable. It means you have an illness with challenging symptoms. The same as someone with an illness like diabetes. While mental illness might alter your thinking, destabilize your moods, or skew your perception of reality, that doesn't mean you are crazy. It means you are human and are susceptible to sickness and illness, the same as any other person. Anyone can meet a counselor or psychiatrist when they face any psychological problems, ranging from academic or career-related conflicts to severe mental health concerns. Counseling will bring you from confusion to clarity and facilitate decision making.
A myth is that people with mental health concerns are unpredictable and can get violent or aggressive. Fact is that most people with mental illnesses are not violent, and only 3 to 5% of violent acts can be attributed to individuals living with a serious mental illness. In fact, people with severe mental illnesses are over 10 times more likely to have been the victims of violent crimes. than the general population. You probably know someone with a mental health issue and don't even realize it, because many people with mental health concerns are highly active and productive members of our community.
Another commonly held myth is mental health concerns do not touch high functioning population. No, it can affect anyone based on their vulnerability, coping mechanisms, and social skills. Having unhealthy relationship can also add to the vulnerability. This can be addressed with the help of mental health professionals. Many leaders and celebrities are affected by mental health problems at some point in their life, the same as physical illness.
A very commonly held myth is that if I'm not happy all the time, that means I'm depressed. The reality is, depression is a very loosely used word. Without being professionally evaluated, it is best not to tag the label of depression to yourself or to others.
Another common myth is medicine for mental health is counterproductive and produces dependence. Treatment for mental health problems varies depending on the individual and could include medication, therapy, or both. For some individuals with mental illness, medication is needed for survival. For others, like those who have mild to moderate symptoms of mental illness, medication can help ease symptoms so they can function normally. And having regular therapy combined with medication can greatly improve one's quality of life. Psychiatrists prescribe medicines based on the nature and severity of the illness. Mental health professionals are experts, empathetic, and very much mindful about the toll of treatment on you.
Our biggest takeaway from this Mythbuster video is a stitch in time saves nine. We have to recognize that mental health is as important as physical health. Thus, it is our responsibility to ignore the myths and stigma surrounding mental health and seek the right professional help if need be.